Hey everyone, it's me Brandon. I'm coming to you with a new vlog this week. I'm probably gonna do some more because I just set up my YouTube channel, so I have some ideas that I'm gonna put out there, some more opinions. I've been consulting different people about different ideas because I'm just starting this, so I'm trying to get different things to wrap my head around and different ideas out there and ideologies I could put out there. And my friend Steven, Vaughn, he's a singer. He's doing his strides in his music industry. He has a YouTube channel as well. It's called Vaughn's Vibe. He's a really great singer, really different style, kind of like a Lenny Kravitz, outside the box, more avant-garde artistic style. And he asked me about to relay my views on the societal norms pressed upon women and men. And what I mean by that is that because of his look and everything, people have certain thoughts of the what's taboo for men and what's taboo for women. Um, my thoughts on this is that women are always viewed differently. Certain things are more acceptable in culture, especially when you bring to minority culture of rap and urban environments. And I can understand what he's saying because anytime as a dude, even as me as a dude, anytime you try to do anything different, anything more individualistic, more um, you're not trying to conform as much. It's viewed as being something there's always derogatory terms pressed upon it, like the first thing you hear anytime that you put on skinny jeans or they play certain type of music, you're gay or weird or you're a faggot or certain things of this ilk. And I always have found issues with that. Like, why can't, as a black man or as a man in general, I want to be different and I want to be my own person, pursue my own things. Me being from the Bronx, do I have to speak a certain way? Do I have to like certain things? I mean, being from the Bronx, do I have to be a fan of French Montana? Do I have to be, you know, because I'm young and black, do I have to make level a song like Meek Mill's Levels my theme song? No. When I more relate, I could relate to Tyler the Creator, or I could see the merit of somebody like Nigel Houston or something like. There's no. I think the archetype of black men and young men in general must change. Not all white men are this. Not all white young men are the same. Not all young black men are the same. Not all young black women and so on and so forth are the same. And I think the more that we try to change these stereotypes and we make people less linear, that we'll understand the scope of humanity, and we could bring things to higher consciousness because you know people, we all follow norms, or we all follow, it's like things, we all follow marching orders at one time or another in our life, through school, through work. We all, you know, we all have to bow down eventually. No, not a lot of us have the leisure to be rebellious our whole lives, but why not think outside the box? You don't have to do that. You don't have to speak a certain way. Like, as a person, I give you an example. If you're Jamaican, you don't have to be, you don't have to adhere to what you heard maybe in a homophobic household. Maybe you could be, you feel the movement, you feel the liberal movement, you feel more liberal than your parents, but for some reason you wanna still think under the constraints of what your parents have bestowed upon you. You don't have to do that. Now, you'll get shunned, you'll get ostracized, different things, but you have to live with no fear. And I think that's another problem with people, is that when people perceivably live with no fear, especially as men, as black men, that when we live with no fear, we're threats. So if we live in no fear, like a man like Prince, or even a more modern example of like a person like ASAP Rocky, where you know they said that he was wearing dresses, like, I guess he's wearing dresses in the whole kilt controversy with Kanye West. I mean, if the man wants to wear a kilt, that's his business. I mean, that shouldn't be any kind of um you know sign of homosexuality. And then even if it was, so what? We need to be let these archaic ideals go, and let these thought these thought processes and the ideologies of something so archaic. I was talking to my friend Annie about this earlier, about how so much music so many genres of music are more liberal than rap. Rap Rappers are cornballs for the most part. They follow a rule book that is unestablished. Rap started off with no rules. That's what was fun. Freestyle. There's no freestyle. Even the freestyles are rehearsed. Freestyle, you see somebody freestyle reading off their BlackBerry. That's corny. That's always been corny to me. Like free form. What happened to free flow? There's no fun. They feel like rappers now are generic. And they feel like they have to follow some type of basis or whatever. And so you as a human being, you have no. You might think that you have to follow that same thing, but you don't. Think outside more of the box. That's you. Now there's people that's average. That's fine. Everything that's this duality to all life. We need the average, and we need the people that are more out there. But if you're an out there person and you're restricting yourself to the norms of the world, if you want to sit there and read manga, but instead you're out on a block for what? Go to Midtown Comics, cop you some comic books, and do your thing. I used to do the same thing, but it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't, like with me with this video thing. I held back myself for a long time. I was partying in Twins Lounge and doing triviality instead of doing what my passion was, what I love, you know, what deep inside my heart I feel. That was the problem. I was trying to be the average uptown dude. But fuck that. Like I have to do what's best for me. And that's what I would like to say to everybody that watches this and that views my thoughts. That's what I'm going to talk about. A lot of individuality, a lot of raising your consciousness about a lot of what's real, what's what. Because with the question that he proposed is true. Why can't a man wear pastels? Or why can't a man, do certain things? The perception of men is so different. Women could do a lot of more things. Women have a lot more leeway when it comes to differences, and especially in relationships. I'm gonna speak on this, my views on how men are viewed, good men are viewed through monogamy and marriage, and why we have, in the community we have problems with commitment, and because it's a big issue. Not everybody's built that way. Not everybody's Stevie J or these rappers. Not everybody's meant to be loved on